Hello! Hello everyone! Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Instead of hitting start live stream, I hit stop streaming. So that didn't really go to plan. I also need to turn down my volume. I think the music's a bit loud. At least it is for me. So I'm gonna turn it down a bit. And now we can get started. So let's go. Woo! Here we are. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to Keypark! Keypark! Yay! It's been a while. In the last stream, what did we do in the last stream? I don't remember. It was the DLC, right? Yeah, it was the DLC stream. So we built the very sad raccoon dog exhibit, which is still really sad. I did actually add something in this area, which I didn't want to start the stream with, so it's good that we're here. You can actually see it right over there. I finally we've had memberships on the channel for years at this point. I think it's almost been 2 years. Our longest member, wait, let me get the stats on this. Very important. Our longest running member, Elegant Duck, has already been a member for, I was gonna say 28 months, but that's our shortest member, Ignacio, with 28 days. No, but Elegant Duck has been a member for 21 months already. So that's almost 2 years of being a member, which is crazy. So yeah, it was about time that I added the donation sign that I promised in Keypark with all of the channel members. So this is the park donor sign of the zoo, and basically every member has received a brick in this wall. And if this was a Dutch zoo, well, technically Keypark is a Dutch zoo, but I've kept all the signage English just for English speaking people to be able to enjoy it. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, if this was a Dutch zoo, I would say if you donate, these people dragen een steentje bij, which is a Dutch saying of like you're adding a stone to something, you're adding a brick to something, which means you're contributing. That would be a nice pun, but yeah, for now, this is just what it is. So we got each of our members, new and old, so even people who are no longer a member will still be displayed on this wall. So yeah, just a nice way to thank everyone. Maybe I should ask Bold if she wants to have Sync Urinator on here. I've forgotten about that one. That was still in the list of old members. Maybe we should just, I think she would want this one to be on there though. So yeah, that's the park donor sign, and yeah, we'll of course keep expanding this as new members join the channel. So that's just my way of saying thank you. I'm not exactly sure about the location of it. I wanted to give it a slightly more central location, but the most central wall that we have is the wall of the toilet building, which also didn't seem entirely fitting. And the outer walls, they all have like lots of windows and stuff, so that didn't really work either. Unless we make like a separate block for it, which could also work, but then it would be really difficult to hide these signs inside of it. So yeah, I chose this spot because it's basically the last thing you see as you follow the walking route. So for Eben, this would be the first thing you see. But basically the idea is as you're leaving the park, then you get to see all the names of the people who made it possible. So yeah, that's really quite cool. Other than that, not a lot has changed in these areas, especially not since the last stream, since I haven't really opened the zoo at all since the last stream, except for last night. So let's go over here to the Nepal area, which this turned into. I don't know, have we been over that at all? I think in the last streams I have been pointing out the fact that this is now no longer an India area, it's a Nepal area. We're mainly focusing on Nepali animals. And the idea is that we're starting off in this little city area. And what I've changed ever since all the last streams, so basically what I did last night, is I've started adding a little bit of detail on here based on things that I've seen in Nepal. I also fixed all of the billboards. All the billboards broke because a while ago Frontier changed how the... Oh god, we're having this bug again, aren't we? I feel like something's wrong with my display drivers. Because this happened last stream as well. This only happens when I'm streaming. Maybe I should update OBS. That might actually not be a bad idea now that I think about it. Anyway, Frontier changed the way that the wallpaper billboards worked. It used to be that you needed to have a square image, and even on the rectangular one, it would apply this shared image and cut off the sides. But they changed it that it no longer does that. So now for the rectangular billboard, you do need to upload a rectangular picture. So basically I had to update it and cut off the bits that were no longer being cut off by the billboard itself. I had to do it manually. Then over here as well, I finally added everybody's drawings. I asked a while ago if people would like to submit their drawings to my Discord or just DM them to me. And quite a few people actually sent in some drawings. Hello, computer. Why are you doing this? Oh wait, it's Chrome that's doing that. Chrome is dying for some reason. Because it's not just my monitors, it's just Chrome. Interesting. But yeah, a bunch of people sent in their drawings, which we can see have all been added over here to this pinboard. I'm not 100% sure if I'm happy with the way that it looks right now. It looks a little bit out of place. Maybe I need to drop the resolution, or oh, we got an animal presentation going on here. I forgot that was a thing. So she's about to hold the leaf insect, I'm pretty sure. That's cool. But yeah, it looks a little bit out of place. It looks a little bit too real, or I don't know. I was struggling a little bit with the fact that people took photos of actual real life drawings, which was nice because we already had the paper textures and stuff like that, which for the penguin drawings I had to add myself. But now the issue was the pages were not evenly lit, so that looks a little bit odd, and I tried to fix it a little bit by changing the contrast and things like that. But yeah, it looks odd. It looks off. Your eyes can tell that something's not right here. But still, maybe I'm just overthinking it. It's a cool detail. It's a fun way to include the community into the build a little bit. So I think I should just leave it at that. Maybe you can make an aviary with bird mods. We do have an aviary with bird mods. I want to see her hold the... Can you hold the stick insect? I want to see the stick insect. It's just it's such a fun thing. But yeah, and for the rest in here, there's I just did some billboard stuff just to see. Oh yeah, that leads me to the next thing, which is pretty important that I should announce. We have over here our wall. Wait, she didn't hold the leaf insect. What? And she faced through the wall. Huh. I guess that's something I should fix, because guests are also going to be doing that. That's not good. Over here we have our wall of checks, where we have a check for International Red Panda Day 2023, Earth Day 2024, where we did a live stream raising money for the WWF UK. And this year we are going to do another fundraising stream again for International Red Panda Day 2025. I'm not going to be able to do it on International Red Panda Day itself because I will be away. I will be at a zoo with red pandas, so that's a good thing. But basically, instead of doing it on the 20th of September, which is going to be International Red Panda Day itself, we are going to be live streaming on the 10th of September, so 10 days before International Red Panda Day, which will just be on a Wednesday, so it'll be a regular, semi-regular streaming day for me. It's the day that I've dedicated to streaming, even though I don't always do it due to my own availability. But yeah, 10th of September, we will be doing a fundraising stream for Red Panda Day 2025. The topic of the International Panda Day this year is Packs for Pandas. I just noticed that I messed up this thing. I need to fix that. And Packs for Pandas, which is a initiative by the Red Panda Network, where they're basically giving scholarships to people in Nepal, to kids in Nepal, who don't have the money to afford school supplies like pens, pencils, books, notebooks, stuff like that. The Red Panda Network, gives them these supplies in a little Red Panda Network bag, and allows kids to go to school. And the kids that are being chosen for this scholarship are not only kids that need it most, like kids that don't have the money to facilitate these items, but they also target kids who score well in conservation topics or extracurricular activities regarding conservation in school, and also the children of Red Panda Rangers that are already working with the Red Panda Network. So it really is a way for the Red Panda Network to help out the Red Panda protectors of the future. So it's a really cool initiative. It's really awesome that they're focusing on this one, because it's one initiative that I actually didn't know about until I got to see it for myself when I visited Nepal last year. So that was just a really cool thing to see these kids walking around with their Red Panda Network bags. That's just the way Red Panda Network makes themselves known in the communities and helps out the communities, which then in turn will later down the line help out the Red Pandas as well. It's really awesome. I can't wait to see how much we can raise this year, and I hope to see you there. There will be some more announcement videos coming out on the channel. I've recorded a few things at the Beeksbergen and at Blijdorp. And of course, like we do every year, there will also be a Red Panda inspiration video that will be the Friday before International Red Panda Day. So on the 19th, there will be a real life Red Panda habitat inspiration video with all the Red Panda habitats that I saw over the last year. So there's quite a few of them actually, especially because in the Netherlands, like 4 or 5 zoos have made changes to their Red Panda enclosure. Some bigger than others, like 3 zoos actually built whole new habitats. 1 zoo refurnished their habitat, and then the Beeksbergen just removed part of the viewing area. I'm not sure if I'm going to include that one, but I think I might, because I recorded some other things there as well. So that's the Red Panda Day announcement. That's one thing that I wanted to throw in there. And now we can get started. My wall inspired by my trip to Czechia. The Czech wall. What? Yeah, I am indeed processing your shenanigans. One more thing that I guess I can show, because it's another thing I did yesterday. I also fixed these billboards. These ones were also broken for a very long time. Oh, the Czech wall. Oh my fucking god, Eben. I hate you so much. But I love you. Yeah. I got you. I got it. The joke landed. So, today we are going to be working on the Nepal area over here. I wrote in the title that we'll be working on the Hanuman Langur habitat, because that's the last thing I was working on. Not sure if we will work on it, but maybe we'll get distracted and make some other stuff, because the entire Nepal area needs to be built, right? So on the right over here, I have all sorts of reference photos taken from my trip to Nepal, mainly stuff from Kathmandu. And we're basically going to be trying to make some of those facades and things in here. And that's the main goal. So these little colorful dots need to become some buildings that is the facade of the backstage of the Langur. Also wanted to make it something that they can traverse a little bit, like having some balconies or roofs sticking out that the Langurs can climb around, which would be really fun to observe. And the habitat itself will basically be like an abandoned square or a small garden in the city, something like that. And to at least give them something naturalistic to be in as well, because I feel like that's just good for the well-being of the animals also. And it will eventually be a netted over enclosure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same netting I normally would. The main reason being, I'm not sure how to theme the pole for the netting, which is a really stupid thing, but I really like currently how open the exhibit is, and I don't want to ruin that. Like, I want this is a pretty nice open view of the window, and then from over here, from this viewing area, It's super easy to theme it. Okay, I would love to hear your ideas, but I don't want to obstruct the view of this thing either. So I was thinking that we'll just have, we'll raise this facade a little bit, and we'll just have the netting like connect from these buildings to these buildings or something like that, and there won't have to be anything in the middle. Well, it would have to be a really tall street lamp if we made it a street lamp. What I was planning on doing, yes, that is exactly what I was planning on doing. So at the edges of the enclosure, I want to make the sides of the netting resemble the electric cables, to kind of hide the fact that the netting is there. But I don't know if I want to just have a power cable. I mean, I guess we can have one, like, what material? I guess they are made out of wood. Oh. So let's get a wooden pole. That's a thin pole. Not a thicker pole. But yeah, let's actually just take a power pole, just so that we know what it is. So I guess we can make, we can put some power cables like along this side as a means of raising the netting up above these buildings, which are not going to be as tall as these. I do like that. I do think that would work. So we'll have like the power cables going something like this, and also passing over the guests, of course, and also passing along to here. So I'll have the power cables going kind of like that, and then we can keep the middle kind of clear. I want to keep the middle kind of clear, but then yeah, it can taper off. I do want the monkeys to be able to get on top of this house, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Oh, no. No, that's not necessary. The strings right now, where the strings are right now is just where the net is gonna be. Basically. Maybe not entirely. We'll see. I think we are onto something. I think the main thing that I want to work on right now is the facades of these buildings over here. And maybe the flooring, or maybe this thing. This thing I'm really looking forward to building, actually. So, let's do that. Let's pick a building and build it. So, we need one of the slightly taller buildings. I like these ones a lot. I really like this one, actually. The scaffolding and stuff. Also, this gate is pretty cool for the... I thought that gate might be nice for the viewing area itself. I'm not sure if I actually want this to be a fence. Maybe I'll just wall it off. The only thing I don't like about what I have in mind for this enclosure at the moment is the fact that it is very... yeah, pretty much all the viewing areas are glass, which sucks a little bit for photographers, but screw photographers. We are here for the vibes, we are here for the experience. So yeah, let's look into this. So we're gonna pause the game, which doesn't really do anything in terms of frame rate. Maybe that's why the plaza is blocked off, because they're working on the plaza. Ooh, that could work. That could work indeed. So we're gonna go ahead and I want to get the India theme out, because I feel like we might be able to use some of these things. I need to see what else we actually have. I don't really ever use this theme. So I'm not even sure what kind of stuff you have in here. Ah, this would be... Oh, this might actually be... Yeah, I don't know, the size of it aren't great. I thought maybe you could use something like that. It's also big. It's all very, very big. The issue is I really like the wooden stuff in this one. So that's kind of what I want to incorporate. So I think we're gonna have to look into the tropical set. Which has, yeah, that has, oh, wow, that's a lot smaller than I remember. Okay, I think we can start off. Let's start off actually with sinking this into the ground for a moment. And then we'll get the wood. Do we have anything that's like more flourished wood? Fancy wood? Like here we have these. Otherwise we might just have to... Oh, this can be useful for sure. I completely forgot we had this. This would have been so useful for like the Beekse Bergen gift shop and stuff. Huh. Ooh. Yes, we need the fancy wood. I mean, this is very fancy wood, but this is too fancy. That's too much, man. This reminds me of the Land of the Lions at London Zoo. Ooh. I'm not too familiar with the London Zoo. Oh wait, you have unpainted ones. And like you have not non-golden ones as well. They're still really big. Alright, let's check the Asia pack. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. These things are definitely going to be useful, but not in the monkey habitat, I think. Alright, let's just look for wood. I give up. We'll just see whatever wooden pieces we have that we can turn into something like this. And if the answer is none, then we'll just have to use this thing. It's gonna be pretty far away anyway. Maybe there isn't really a point to making it super duper detailed. That one will be useful. Completely missed that one earlier. Oh, this is perfect. That is actually exactly what we need. What is this from? Indonesian, okay, yeah. I knew that DLC was useful, I just needed to look better. Maybe some of these Polynesian things can help. So they do have interesting shapes. So do these. But yeah, to catch in on the earlier discussion that I saw in the chat, I have also seen these in the wild. They're really, really cool. The Hanuman Langur. Or the Grey Langur. Alright. So we're gonna put this over here and we're gonna add a human. Because right now it's way too big. So let's quickly get a vendor for skill. So basically you want this to be just slightly bigger than a person. I think I want to flip this over so that we have more of the detailed stuff. Although, you know, it makes sense that it would like taper off like that. Right. And actually, let's just put one down every meter. Or is that too much? I mean, too little. I think it works. Yeah. And over here we'll just have a wall. Alright. Now, one thing we can do is go like this. That might add some extra detail. Alright, and up there we'll just have oh no, I pressed the no! No! Ah, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Right, okay. Comma. Well, not while typing. That's my issue. I pressed the comma while I was typing. So it was like, ah, you want to type the comma? No, I don't. I wanted to enable free build. Might actually be able to do this, but I don't know if that would make it like way too tall. That would make it way too tall, right? I don't want to make it super tall, because the issue then becomes that it would also need to be the other building would also need to become that tall. And that might become a bit of an eyesore. Because what I was basically thinking is that we'll have the monkey backstage, and then we'll have some sort of building here, which is more neutral. That might just be offices, or something along those lines. Because I don't know what else. This is gonna be a pretty big building. Way bigger than just Langur backstage needs to be. But it doesn't really make sense for it to be like a keeper building or something like that, because it's gonna be in a pretty difficult to reach spot. So I don't know, like I was thinking maybe this could be the veterinary clinic or the like the main kitchen of the zoo, but yeah, I don't know. Even though it's at a very central location, it's also like completely surrounded by guest things. So I don't think that would make the most sense. Yeah, it will have a nice view of the islands. That would also something that I was thinking about. That would just depend on how I end up doing the monkey backstage then. But that is definitely something I also considered, yeah. Alright, let's see how we can make the arches look good. So one option is to use these, which they do have the same kind of wood, which is a good thing. You just need to put them in far enough that they don't stick out. I'm kind of liking that, even though it doesn't have any detail. It kind of doesn't need too much detail. We'll see. We'll see. So we also do have these, which are from the same DLC at least. Are you thinking about doing Planet Zoo tours? Not necessarily. I've got... yeah, no. I'm not really thinking about that. I want to do more zoo tour snippets from real life zoos. But that's also more of a future thing. I'm thinking around the time that we're done with real life inspiration videos, that's when I'll start doing more zoo tour snippets videos. And when I say done, I don't mean done. Like, we'll never be done. Yeah. I'll be in Eben's tours on Eben's channel. True. But I'm not interested in, like, when I think about like Planet Zoo tours, I'm thinking like people submit their zoos and I tour them, and that's not something I'm really interested in doing. Alright, I'm gonna stop trying to make this more detailed. I think it's fine. Question to me, why am I bald? It would be a lot easier if you just asked the question even, because now I have nothing to talk about while you're typing. I'm not going to go into the bald story. Which I don't know if it's actually noticeable on stream, because my headphones are covering up like most of the... how do you feel about Frontier having to cancel their unlocked streams because you decided to stream on Wednesday? Yeah, they just felt too intimidated. That's why they cancelled theirs, of course. I mean, I'm happy that they, well, I know where you bought. Wow. Yeah, no, I'm really glad that Frontier was the better man in this situation and decided to give me my stream day. They felt too intimidated. Actually, what if festival? I forgot that existed. We've got the ones that are like, yeah, like this. But maybe not that one. This one. That's great. There you go. We got some detail in. What about this one? Oh, that one's different size. No, I like the other one better. Alright. So, hairdresser. That's a story. So, for a while, I've been meaning to go to the hairdresser. Basically, like a month ago. Is there any animals you still want to get in Planet Zoo? Like the Nile crocodile. I would like to see the Nile crocodile, but for the past like 5 DLCs, I've already been saying like I'll take anything at this point. So that's still where I'm at. Although probably the game's done by now. Like, I don't need them to make any more DLCs. Wait a second, I just realized we can just delete half of them. Ha! Look at how piece efficient we're being today. Yeah, no, for the past couple of DLCs, I've already been saying, like, I don't need anything more necessary. Like, there's plenty of animals I would like, but I also wouldn't be devastated if the game just ended. And that's where I'm still at. And I think we're finally at that point where it might actually have just ended. Oh, looks like I accidentally created a little line. Unintentionally. I'm not sure if I like that actually. I probably want to fix that. Let's do that. And then we'll just take all of these at once. But yeah, so the hairdresser, because this is a really fun story. So I've had to go for the hairdresser for a while. For the past few streams, you've already noticed. I think it was Bold was making fun of my curl, my slutty curl, as she called it. Which I actually was quite a fan of. I think it was a nice look. But like a month or so ago, I had a date. And that's when I was really starting to be like, okay, do I need to do anything about my hair? Because of course I want to look nice. But I determined in the days leading up to the date, no, I think it looks fine. And then, of course, the date actually came. And that very morning, I was like, wait, actually, it's not fine. I hate my hair. Because it was like, at this point, there's always the point where I start thinking about going to the hairdresser. Is when it grows over my ear and it starts to curl outwards. And I absolutely hate it. It looks so stupid. I've been told by several people, both of my exes, that it looks cute, but I hate it. So I that's always the point where I'm like, I need to go to the hairdresser now. It's either that or when it starts to droop into my face. But for some reason this time it wasn't doing that. It was doing the curly thing, which was really cool. I love that. I love my hair not being in my face and annoying the hell out of me. So that was the situation I was at like a month ago, and I decided not to go to the hairdresser until the morning of the date, where I was like, wait, actually I do hate this. And I decided that the only thing I was able to do at that point was to just cut it myself. Great idea. Highly recommend it. So I just stood in the bathroom mirror with a bunch of scissors trying to fix my ears. Somehow didn't cut myself. Somehow didn't mess up my hair at all, actually. I don't know how that happened. But I was completely fine and it actually looked better than it did before. So apparently I still have a career possibility there to become a hairdresser. Amazing. Why are you like this game? So yeah, that was that situation. So yeah, I did tell you about that. So that was a month ago, and the date went fine. Well, I'm not sure if it did because Figs didn't. Well, it's a really weird situation, but that's a completely different story. I'm getting too sidetracked. But I summoned Bolt. Yeah, I started talking about dates, and just Bolt's like, what? Relationships? I don't know why that summons Bolt, but anywho, so time passed. I was like, it's fine. My hair's fine now. I fixed it, I guess. Ew, love. The thing I don't have. I'm being very focused on my story. See, this is the thing, like when I'm standing, like making dinner, or actually I was imagining telling this story while at the hairdresser, and it was going a lot better, I can tell you that much. So, a week ago, I noticed, this is a really fun and topical part of the story. A week ago, I was checking my bank app because I've been, you know, not doing too well financially, making good decisions. I think I talked about that last stream already, where I was just checking what can I spend this month. And one of the places that I always check in my banking app is this feature that it has, where it basically tells you all of your planned expenses, which normally includes things like scheduled payments. This is the first ADHD story I've ever told. Sorry, okay. But okay, it's going somewhere, okay? So, one of the main things that feature tells you is like these are like your planned or scheduled payments. So for instance, every first of the month I pay one of my friends like €6 to be allowed to use his Spotify and his Amazon Prime. Just an example. So that's in that scheduled payments section. Then other things that are in it are like direct debits, so things that you have like subscriptions and stuff. It all keeps track of it there. But then I noticed in the expected payments thing or whatever it's called. Yes, 5 side quests. So in the scheduled payments or the planned payments or whatever it's called, I noticed the hairdresser. Somehow my bank knew, just from like a year of patterns, my bank knew this guy is gonna go to the hairdresser this month. Apparently it had been the same period of time as it normally takes for me to get to the hairdresser or something. I don't know exactly what data this is based on, but it was kind of creepy. So yeah, my bank already knew that I was gonna go to the hairdresser this month. So I guess that was the second sign that I needed to go to the hairdresser. I love that this has been a whole story already and we haven't even gotten to the hairdresser. So today, during my lunch break, I decided, hey, maybe it would be a good idea to go to the hairdresser, because I'm not sure when I'm actually going to have time because I have so much shit planned next month. So Corin's bank's like, this guy's had autistic needs. So we know when we will get his regularly scheduled haircut. Well, that's the thing. I never regularly schedule it because like my hairdresser doesn't even take appointments. It's just a small store. So I live in an apartment complex. And below the apartment complex, there's a bunch of stores, including the hairdresser. So I, of course, being the person I am, thought, oh great, that's my new hairdresser, and never bothered to look for another hairdresser. Like literally, the moment I bought this house, even before I moved in, one time I was in the area and I needed a haircut, and I thought, oh, let's go to my new hairdresser and see what it's like. The thing is, another side story about the building. Okay, no, so that was an interesting experience already back then, because I'm used to a hairdresser that, you know, gives you a haircut with scissors. But this guy, he barely uses scissors. It's a truly unique experience. He just uses shears, like a razor, like I don't know what they're called, like electric razors. So his workstation has like 2 pairs of scissors and like 6 fucking electric razors, and you're like, what's going on here? So you're sitting there for like half an hour with him just going brrr, and that's how he cuts hair. But you know, the result is a thing. It's perfectly fine. It's just I felt like a sheep. That's basically. Well, my barber never did that. All right, I'm not used to this experience. But yeah, anyway, so that is how this place operates. Every time I've gone there since, it's been such an interesting place. Like one time I walked into the store and they were fixing a fat bike, like this big, like thick tired electric bike. Yeah, that was just like upside down in the middle of the store, and they were like, I don't know what they were doing to it. Possibly something illegal, I'm not sure. Not gonna judge. And this time I thought, okay, you know, it's my lunch break. Usually it's not that busy during my lunch break. So I thought, you know, I can probably get a quick haircut during my lunch break. So I went down there and I checked. My plan was to get a haircut and then go to the store because I needed to buy some things for my dinner plans. So I go down, I check the store, I check the hairdresser, and there's a guy with like I see like 2 kids getting haircuts, and there's a guy there. So I'm like, oh, it's a little bit busy, but you know what? I'll just go to the store first, and maybe by the time I come back, there. By dinner plans, I mean literally just having dinner. Sorry. Oh, you're just trying to get me to go on a side tangent. Fuck you. I know exactly what you're doing, and it's working, and I hate you. It's almost like you don't want me to focus on my story just for your own entertainment. It was burritos, by the way. So, so I go into the store. I get my stuff. I bought some bell peppers and wraps, whatever. Not important. Fuck you. I go back to the hairdresser, and it's just one kid left on the chair who's getting his little haircut. And I thought, okay, you know, he's probably almost done by now because he looked like he was pretty well, like, on his way to being finished. So I sit down and I wait until it's my turn. Then it takes like 20 minutes because this kid just keeps moving and just being impossible to work with, I guess. I don't know exactly what was going wrong, but it wasn't going great for the... what's the point of this piece, actually? I never understood this piece. I'm not aggressive. No. It's not the kid's fault. So the funny thing is, right, is that the chair where you sit down to have your haircut actually they have like a booster seat for kids, which has a steering wheel, I guess, to keep the kids like occupied while they're being cut. I just think it's really funny. But kid is done finally after like 20 minutes, and then the dad sits down to get a haircut. I'm like, oh, he also has to go. Oh well, I've been here this long. I don't really have much of a choice but to also wait for the dad, I guess. So I just stay there. And then it just goes on and on. Eventually, I think I was waiting for over half an hour, and it still hadn't been my turn yet. And I'm just like, oh, he made a mistake today. It turned out that dad was also getting his beard done. So that explained why it was taking so long. But man, I was just like, oh, why? Why didn't I come at another time? But yeah, eventually it's my turn. I sit down and he starts cutting. And you know, I had kind of an idea of what I wanted, but I already knew that I wasn't going to be able to communicate it, because this guy basically only speaks Turkish. Oh, by the way, while the other guy was being cut, I was told, Jamie, I'm going to watch it until then about your ADHD storytelling, and then show the notification, just assumed you doxed yourself again. That was last stream. Alright? And I didn't actually dox myself because the stream cut out, so nothing happened. Anyway, while the guy was getting his beard done, just a random person walked into the store and asked where the nearest mosque was. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. I guess that's a normal thing you might ask. I don't know why. Like, why you wouldn't be able to just Google that? Or, like, why is that like I need to ask this right now? Like, what's the situation where it's like pivotal that right now on this afternoon I'm going to go look for a mosque. I've never been to the mosque, and I'm going to ask this random store, where do I find the nearest mosque? I don't understand the situation that would occur in, but sure, I guess that's a thing that can happen. I'm not gonna judge, but it was interesting. It caught my attention, I guess you could say. Actually, this one should be all the way. Just like my Five Guys order, except not, because I always ask for all the way without pickles. Where were we in the ADHD storytelling? I was getting the haircut. It was finally my turn. And I don't really have a good way to communicate with this barber. Because, I mean, as you can imagine, there was just a guy asking where the mosque is. So, yeah, it's like a Turkish, I think, store. And the barber does not speak Dutch or English. So, the only thing that I can basically tell him is just cut like this long, ears free. That's usually what I tell him, and it's alright. But this time, I don't know, I kind of liked that little curl that I had on my head. So, you know, if I was able to communicate with the barber, I would have asked for some way to keep that. Although, on the other hand, I don't really like my hair in the front being too long, so I'm not sure if I would have had him do it. But, yeah, that's just the interesting thing, that I have this barber that I can't communicate with at all, because we don't share a language. But usually things are fine. Like, last time I was there, the guy cutting me was like, I don't know if it was an intern or just a new guy, but it wasn't the usual guy. And he clearly, while he was cutting my hair, it was pretty much immediately apparent that he had no idea what he was doing. And like halfway through, the regular guy looked over and he was like, oh god, I need to go in and salvage this situation. So then he just took the wheel, and I thought that was pretty funny. Like, I could laugh about it. It's just hair, you know? Like, it grows back. I'm never too fussed about them making a mistake or something, as long as I leave there looking halfway decent. It's all fine. But I'm not flirting with Paul on stream. Sorry, I am finally officially a married woman. How scandalous. Oh, congrats. I actually didn't know. Also, hello, Troy. But yeah, no, I know that Bolt has a kid, so... Also, I'm not looking for something long distance anyway. Coron doesn't know how to handle boundaries. What? No, I don't! Shut up! I only peek. I only ever peek. Alright. Let's get the temple bricks and see how we are going to create the doorway. Gonna like to watch confirmed. I feel like you missed some keys on that keyboard. Yes, okay, even I know that might come across wrong. You know, there's actually a story there that I'm not gonna tell on stream. Okay, maybe, Well, now I've kind of dug myself a deeper hole, haven't I? I'll tell you another time. Okay, so this one makes sense to use for this, but it's also not exactly what I'm looking for. I guess the pillars are good. My poor neighbors, I've been cackling all stream. Oh god, I feel like I'm making an absolute fool of myself here. Tell me when to go to Plankendal. Yeah, remind me. Remind me in a month. Right, yeah, this'll work. The wool will be a little bit thick, but that's fine. Actually, for this we can use this. Hey Gordon, are you going to check out the new area in Keypark Overload? Already have. Although I want to go again now that the drill are finally there. But I don't think I have time this month, so... But, yeah, the idea is I don't have time right now to do a Zooter snippets video on it. Otherwise I would have already done that. So what we'll probably end up doing is it will be featured... Wait. It will be featured in the Okapi video. So in a couple weeks, I want to say 1 month. Let me check. Let me check this for you. Oh, actually a bit more than a month. Okay, I have this one planned for the 10th of October, which I don't know why I have it planned for all the way back there. I feel like I should do it sooner. I feel like I should plan it for the 26th of September. I might move it up. But basically, after I come back from Denmark, I will do an Okapi real-life inspiration video. And the reason I'm waiting until then is because there's Okapi in Copenhagen. So I kind of want to include those. It would be fun. So yeah, that's... and after I've... yeah, the Okapi video will include the... whatchamacallit. Good story. Once again, the Okapi video will include Ngue, the new area of Keypark Overload. There we go. I did it. Are we able to do this? Yes, we are. All right. That would ruin the interior, but I feel like I should start worrying about that less. Like, Keypark started off with me being like, yes, and we'll make every interior, and it's gonna be the most detailed thing ever, but I feel like I need to take a page out of Iben's book, because there's no way I'm gonna have the energy to finish that whole thing if I do all that. Like, I want to, like, we've got some of the backstages that we already have, and I do want to make a few more of those. Like the main ones, but yeah, I feel like I shouldn't go overboard with everything because that's just a recipe for disaster. And if you have a problem with that, blame Eben. I don't get why I'm getting blamed. Okay. Wait, why don't the bricks on this one line up with that one? I blame Ibram for all my problems. Yes, that's the spirit. Oh, that doesn't really work. I feel like I shouldn't use that anyway. Like, we should use something like this. Do we have something like that? But like, I feel like we do. Indian. Those bricks are going the wrong direction. Thank you. There's no other way. Alright. I feel like we should have stuff like this that isn't custom built. The pergola thing? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should just make it custom. We could use... Is it... Haven't played this game in a year. Bold, what are you doing? What about the Calgary Zoo? Is it conservation that had? What's the... Oh, I'm thinking of the Africa pack. I also haven't played this game in too long. Right. I was thinking of this thing. Which is a bit too big. Yeah, that's too big. I didn't even know that existed. Wow. There's so many pieces in this game. Alright, I think I should just make it. And then we'll see. Well, see... Oh, wrong direction. Yeah, so... I saw the pun. And the issue is... I just didn't know why you were making it. I completely forgot what we were talking about. I've been playing the Isle. What island? No, if it's not... I hope it's not the island that everyone's talking about. Bad joke, I'm sorry. That was actually pretty interesting. When I was going to Stuttgart, I learned that there is a place near Frankfurt that is called Epstein. It's just a town that's called Epstein, which is interesting, is all I'll say. Don't know what goes on there. Favorite animal from Nepal that isn't a red panda? Probably the little Indian civet? Or... Change the subject, please. Thank you. Yeah, probably the little Indian civet. Or just Indian rhino. They're fucking cool. Or the gharial. There's too much, man. Pangolin. Oh, there's so many cool animals. I don't have an answer for this. Wait, that's not what I want. I don't know which way this thing is facing. Okay. Hopefully gonna have fun seeing wild stuff soon overboard. Do you mean abroad? Where are you going? Ooh, it's a surprise. I'll look forward to seeing it. This is starting to look like something at least. We should probably do this. I guess we can just get the... ooh, is this... I want to get either this in here. Well, that goes quite deep. Do you agree with zoo experience on Prague? Well, for the most part, I don't remember exactly what all the things he said were. But without spoiling too much of my ranking video that I'm still working on, that I was hoping to get out before September, I don't think that's gonna happen, I'm afraid. My opinion of Prague is that it's got high highs, it's got a couple of things that are a little bit more meh, but there's plenty of amazing things to make it absolutely worthwhile. So I personally don't have any issues with it. Hello, Penguin Boy. Right, I think we should just... well, maybe this. This could be good. It's all slightly too big is the issue. Yeah, no. We should just use the festival. Something festival related. One of these. Oh, those are really big actually. Oops, I didn't realize that. Ah, that's better. This one. On the open the Arctic area, it will be a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Quite possibly, yes. Wait, why is this one so much taller? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh. Guess counting bricks doesn't work with this texture. Why is it all the way over there? I think I'm spending too much time on this one detail. But now I want it to be what I have in mind. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Ugh, that's why. Okay, fuck it. We are gonna fill this thing up. Is Prague Zoo good or bad? By the way, hello. It's good. It's a really good zoo. I had a fantastic time there. Like, I gladly I thoroughly enjoyed both of my 2 days there, which is pretty high praise. It's absolutely worth going to, yes. Several really rare animals, amazing exhibits. The landscape around the zoo is fantastic, making it super unique and interesting as well. It's really, really good. Okay, I'm almost happy with this, I promise. I like that. Hello everyone, hello Novo. I just realized that I didn't say hello properly, I just read the messages. Which zoo is good in Germany and not like Leipzig? All been there. You want something that's not like Leipzig? Or do you want something that's not Leipzig? Because those are two different things. Not... Oh, you want zoos that are like Leipzig? I don't know, Leipzig is like pretty one of a kind. That's why it's one of my favorites. I guess Hanover has really good theming, which I mean, Leipzig doesn't have that much in terms of theming. At least not as much as Hanover does. So both those zoos kind of have a different approach to things. Oh, wait. Wait, the emissive window panels were from the Africa pack? That's weird. I don't remember that. I like Whipsnade a lot. But that's not Germany. Ooh, look at that. That's like the perfect size. Yeah, right. Twilight added more of them. I just forgot that they originated in Africa. I thought it was Europe. But that will do. I like that. And now we need to somehow separate that. What was the best zoo on your trip last month? I'm kind of doubting between Opel Zoo and Stuttgart. I guess Stuttgart. Stuttgart was bigger, had cooler animals. But to be honest, I wasn't, like most of the zoos on my trip last month, I wasn't 100% like mega fan. Yeah, I like that. Do you like Hertfordshire Zoo? I don't. I'm not familiar with it. I put an angry vendor there for scale, so I know how big it is. I definitely recommend UK zoos. I have not seen, apart from Whipsnade, I have not seen that much from the UK that really excites me. I will admit I have to look up more stuff. But why didn't you like Stuttgart or only a little bit? There was quite a few things that were just dated or just not my style personally. Like, especially in terms of like a lot of the architecture there was very like brutalist. Sea Life London was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, that's the main reason I would want to go to the UK is because there's a couple of places that have animals that are more rare, like on this side of the canal. Especially when it comes to things like sea otter, little blue penguin. What other creators do I like? Well, one of them's in the chat here, although he doesn't make really any videos anymore. I don't know. I don't really I don't really watch that many other people. At least the people that I watch videos of like don't make that many videos. That's like Jash and Remnant. Haribo also kind of stopped making videos. He's working on it. Oh my god. Break the news. Bot creator even doesn't do anything. See? They're already turned on you even. I miss Wyatt. Yeah, Wyatt's probably very busy. He is working on stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes with something eventually again. We need to make this stuff a different color as well. It needs to be more weathered. It's too clean. Right, you had your... Oh yeah, Wyatt had a summer break, which for some reason means less output. I'm looking for this one. Wait, didn't you do a DLC video? Was it not the DLC video? You did the nil guy. Oh, whoops. I guess I didn't finish that sentence. I wonder... I'm looking for... I'm using a lot of pieces that are like out of my ordinary builder thing. Like this is not a style that I'm used to building yet. So I'm constantly like, oh, I know there should be a piece that I can use for this. I'm fumbling. Spending 1 hour on one wall. Welcome to me. Welcome to my life. I'll be happy if we manage to complete one of these facades this stream. And I was not expecting much more, to be honest. I'm sorry if I made it seem like we were gonna get more done. At least I hope the result will be worth it. So far, I'm really liking what we've got going on. I need to start... Okay, wait. We can get rid of the stuff that we're not going to use. And we spent hours on one sign. True. This is much more progress than sign streams. I mean, it all depends on how you quantify progress, right? Actually, we should keep that in. Okay. So let's take this down to... Okay, wait. We don't want that one in there, because we want this. I'm about to finally finish my first zoo. Woo! Exciting. Oh no. This isn't gonna work. No! Okay, we're gonna need to make a couple adjustments. That's fine though. Speaking of finishing zoos, Beeksbergen stuff, still work in progress. So I found what? Mind is not playing tricks on you. I'm very curious to hear what this is about. I found the climbing sign with the Antwerpen thing on it. Ah, nice, nice. Okay, so now the only thing that I want to accomplish here is to take these and raise it up to not be inside of the trim. There we go. Alright, and now we can figure out do we want to make the fancier middle one? I don't really. Let's see how this would work. Okay, we cannot fit 3 of them. That's fine. We'll just move these roughly to the middle. Eben is the Antwerp beast. I wonder what Eben did this stream to make everyone turn on him. Alright. That's pretty good. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Alright. I wonder if we need to redo some of these other... Oh, there's a facade missing there as well. But yeah, I wonder if I need to redo some of this now that I actually have reference of Nepal. Because that was built way before I went on my little adventures. Anyway, let's take the trim that we have. And there was something I was going to say, but I forgot already. Is this me or is it... Okay, I thought it was colored differently, but it's the shading. It's a bit wonky. Whatever. And we're going to take these and put it up in there to kind of get a bit of extra detailing. Perfect. Ooh, now that I look at it, that's actually really nice. Ooh. I feel like this piece is a lot more versatile than I ever gave it credit for. Wait a second. Imagine making a wall out of these. You can make like a tiled wall. Like that. And if you flip it for more randomness, then you can go like this. You can make a really cool wall that way. Look at that. That's cool. For the future, at some point. Might actually use it in this build already. Because that does look pretty distinct from the bricks that we have, right? Yeah, it does. That's distinct enough. I think I might actually use it for this. Let's get the breeze block. Which is a nice texture. Put that under these. Oh, it clicked. Why didn't it? That's cool, he said right before his computer. Have you seen the rest of the stuff in the zoo? Like, that's nothing. Need I remind you? Need I remind you that this is what the entrance building is made out of? Just hundreds of these. My computer's not overheating. It's just stuttering. I am actually having issues with the game Helldivers. I've been having issues with it lately. It's not performing, but there's clearly something wrong with the game and not my computer. Because like even if I put it on low graphics, it still stutters, and it's really weird. And I've done some like troubleshooting. And it looks like what I should do. Like the only thing I haven't done that people say would be a fix for it is to downgrade my drivers. Because apparently there's some compatibility issues with the latest drivers. But I don't want to downgrade my drivers. That's a really a big pain in the ass to do. So for now I've just been dealing with the fact that the game just runs like shit. Ooh, I like it. So I feel like it should be a little bit higher, but not too much. Now if I look at the building next to this one, there's like kind of like a thinner layer. Yes, Helldivers is running. No, well, no, not exactly, because Beeksebergen runs slow. Helldivers is running like stuttery is the best way I can describe it, which is not a great way to describe it, but it's like rubber banding in a way. It's hard to describe, but it's not good. It doesn't play nicely. Wait a second, I need to I need to change these walls. I was gonna say. Let's do that. Let's take... that might... Okay, now we do have the right colors, that's good. I need to line them up. Oh wait, they need to be higher, okay. Yeah, there's probably going to be stuff at that height, but let's... maybe not. You can have like a small layer of something. Did you increase the habitat size or remove stuff? Because it feels bigger. The Hanuman Langur? You mean? I haven't really done anything, especially not since starting this. Like, no, this has been the layout that has been for a long time. Or do you mean Keypark? Because we've made Keypark bigger a few times. Because I keep getting new ideas, man. Oh, I actually didn't know for sure if this was a corner piece or not. I'm so glad it is. So last week, something I didn't get to talk about in the last stream because I forgot about it. I did something really, really exciting. Recently, in Dutch cinemas, they've been re-releasing some old Studio Ghibli movies back in cinema. And I'm a pretty big fan of Studio Ghibli movies. So the moment I saw this, I was like, ooh, I want to see that. Really, really bad. Oh, no. So I went and I saw Princess Mononoke, which is actually one of my favorite Ghibli movies. And I saw it in IMAX in the cinema, and it was absolutely amazing. The fact that it was IMAX, it didn't add that much to the movie itself, like to the visuals, that I could tell. But just the sound, and especially the soundtrack, the music, just sounded so amazing in theater. So I'm really, 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 really glad I got to experience that, because that was absolutely incredible. Alright, now there's one thing I want to do. I want to ever so slightly chisel. Which I know, yeah, I know is going to cause issues. I think we might... Oh, wait. Yeah, I can see why there's issues with that. We need to do this first. So we need to... Oh, are we on 10%? Okay. We need to take this out here to make sure that it's all nice and filled up. Wait, why is it pushing into it? What? That's weird. I guess maybe if it's not straight, yeah. Okay, wait, let's... Hello, game. Okay, wait, the game is being a butt. Oh, yeah, I was expecting that, actually. Alright, so what we need to do is... This is the joy of working with the way I set up this habitat. We need to fill in, it doesn't need to be this high. We need to fill in this hole over here, make it slightly wider. So we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take this down. Yeah, so we're gonna fill up this. Then we're gonna cut it out at the top over here. There we go. And now that it's all filled up, we should be able to very carefully chisel away. Very carefully chisel away. Yeah. Maybe. That is basically what I'm trying to accomplish. It's very difficult to terraform this, as you can imagine. But we've got enough leeway to be a little bit... to do some interesting things at least. Like that. That's basically what I was trying to accomplish. And let's see if we can get those spiky dudes in here. But yeah, basically, when I was watching Princess Mononoke, before the movie started, they showed an ad for another movie that's going to be re-released in cinema soon, which is Grave of the Fireflies, which is a freaking beautiful movie. But even the minute-and-a-half ad for it made me cry out loud in the cinema. Like, I was really holding back, and I still was physically shaking from that trailer alone. It's such a sad movie, but it's so freaking good. And I've been for the past year already, I've been telling people that I want to watch it, but not alone. So, but nobody's taken me up on. It's a pretty hard pitch to sell. Like, hey, do you want to cry together for an hour and a half? Not a lot of people are going to say, oh yeah, totally, I would love to do that with you. So, yeah, not a lot of people have taken me up on that offer yet. But now it's in cinema, so that's cool. Some of my friends have said, yes, we want to watch this movie. So now I'm going to the cinema with some friends to watch Grave of the Fireflies in cinema, and I'll absolutely be bawling out from the moment the movie starts, probably. Just the opening scene is enough to get me. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting for sure. Ooh, I really like that terrain. Not sure if I like the moss. I don't know if this needs to be mossy necessarily. It doesn't really fit the vibe, but maybe once we start, what I'll probably do is get some ivy growing over this building as well. And then it might start to make a bit more sense. Let's get the finished one. That probably works, right? Let's add that to the group, I guess. I wouldn't make it mossy, I would make it dirty. Yeah, fair. Good point. Ooh! How big is that bulldozer? Almost deleted half the zoo. Hey, Gabriel. Gabriel. However it's pronounced. Is this my moss? Yes. Okay, how do we get it to be mossy and not stony? I guess that works. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the autosave's got us, right? I'm sure Control Z would have worked there, right? Right? Probably. Have you seen Superman? No, but Eben has, so you can talk to Eben about that. I have not, like, I went to the cinema for Princess Mononoke. I haven't really been in the, I actually, no, I saw Naked Gun the other day. Friends wanted to go to Naked Gun, so I saw Naked Gun, which was, it was a fun movie. But no, I haven't really gone, like, the only thing that gets me to go to cinemas nowadays is my friends asking me if I want to go to the cinema. So there's a lot of movies I'm missing out on. So, yeah. Good old Ivy. Adds so much. All right. So I want to add like half a 4 on top of this. And then, or maybe if we do the roof, it will actually be fine. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Maybe, maybe that's been there ever since I deleted it. What about it? Look, maybe I want to reuse something from it, okay? So I just kept it around. There's also like the entire Amazon section of the aquarium is being stored like out here ever since I put the Komodo dragons in there. Like that's the issue with Keypark. It's just that I'm making so many changes to the park, but I'm keeping all the old shit around in this graveyard, which is why it's just surrounded with bullshit. I don't know why I thought that by D-Rex you meant the Indominus Rex. I was like, why is the Indominus Rex in the Superman movie? I was about to say, like, I don't remember adding this trim here, but I like it. But now I just realized that it's because we added these. But, I mean, I still like it. I'm gonna keep it. It's cool. Wait, D-Rex. Wait, are we talking about Superman or? Oh no, we are talking about Rebirth. Okay, I completely missed that part. I missed the part where the conversation swapped. Actually... feel like I should be avoiding chat because I haven't seen the new Jurassic World movie yet. At the same time, I'm not sure how much I care. And I'm also very curious. I'm just wondering, so what I don't understand reading chat right now is how is there nostalgia bait? Like, isn't the whole point of this movie that it's like new characters and stuff? How do you do nostalgia bait in a movie that is original? Or are we talking about Dominion? Because Dominion was pure nostalgia bait. And it absolutely worked on me. Okay, I think that does add at least something to the it would be... Would it be? I feel like it would be very impractical for this to make... it would be very impractical to make this accessible to the monkeys. Is what I'm trying to say. I also just... Oh no, wait, we're gonna probably add some of the scaffolding still. I was like, we don't have anything for the monkeys to climb on yet. Oh, they just use the exact same soundtrack, right? I think I want to make this... Wait, how far can this go? Infinite. Except over here. Right, okay. Yeah, I like that. Speaking of the Pirates movies though, Lego finally announced the Black Pearl. And I mean, I already knew I was gonna buy it, but of course they had to come in with the gift with purchase, so now I'm gonna have to buy it now because I really want that. Which is not great timing, because I'm going on 2 holidays this month. So now I really have to be creative with my spending. Just a little bit to justify all that. Actually, wait, okay, what if... What if... It's gonna be one of the noodle months. I mean, to be fair, I do need to figure out some things. So in Denmark, I'm gonna be sleeping in a couple of zoos. And like the zoos offer like meals that you can get in the hotel things. But they are crazy expensive, so I'm not gonna do that. So I do need to have some things that I can eat at the zoo, like that I can cook in the zoo hotel thingies. So I do need to figure out something for those situations. The only thing I'm struggling with right now, like, because I've already put money apart, like aside for the holidays. The only thing that sucks is I'm gonna be at the Lego house, and I'm gonna want to probably buy like 1 or 2 of the Lego house exclusive sets that they sell there. And the other thing is the Beekse Bergen trailer. It really sucks that it like went wrong with the first person I hired for that. because I don't know if I can, yeah, comfortably afford doing it again. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's best for me if I just get a song somewhere else. Still working on the Blighter remaster, and I don't know, should I go with Gorillas or Bonobos? Gorillas, right? Like, why wouldn't... Or are you not trying to do what the zoo has? Maybe Bonobos is fun as a way of, like, having a smaller, but bonobos don't necessarily need less space than gorillas, so I don't know if that's more realistic or like a valid way to improve the zoo, if that makes sense. Wait a second. Jamie told you to say hi. Hi back. All right. I like that. I'm happy with that. Yes. All right. So now we need to think about the roof, and that's kind of the only part that we can't really see very well in these videos. I like how the video bar is just there. Maybe from Google Earth, which I'm not gonna open on that screen. I've learned my lesson last stream. Let me go to right. Yes. Alright. The building we were looking at was here, which is basically okay, I know what keeps happening. It is, I'm gonna unbind this setting right now. So, yeah, okay, I'm gonna delete. Can I, how do I, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. So, at some point, I set a hotkey for start and stop streaming, and I made it F11. So, I just put Google Maps on my screen, right? And I hit F11 to make it full screen. But that turned off the stream. So, lesson learned. Don't use that as a hotkey. I really like this, actually. Although it probably wouldn't make sense to have that high up. But this is the kind of roof that I want. Which, I'm not sure which roof type. I guess the Twilight roof works for that relatively well. Like, that's close enough. Let's look at the different roof types. No. Wait. Let's just write something that... I want to write something that gives me just one of each roof. There we go. Just... Alright, so we got the Arctic one. Very meh. Definitely not it. Not recolorable. Can you do that with the African piece? Well, I would like this not to go too heavy, you know? Africa wall decorative trim. Okay. Africa wall decorative trim. You mean this? But it's not thatch. It's not a thatch roof. It's like little tiles. This is also a type of roof that I've seen at several points in Nepal. No. It's like little tiles. It does. There is grass growing on it, which I definitely want to add. That's why I added the grass on top of the school building over here. But yeah, no, it's definitely little tiles. So this one kind of works, but I think the Twilight one works the best. It gets the similar kind of message across. So let's take the Twilight roof. What's nice about that as well is that they've got this, which I'm not sure I'm gonna use. But now that I look at this shape, actually, I kind of want to create that shape. Wonder if we can do that. Oh. Wait, is it just me, or is this the only roof set that has a 1 meter pitch? No, wait, all of them do. Just for some reason, this one looks less steep. But that's just me. Alright, let's take this brick. And then we can do this. Game? What are you doing? It's doing something weird, that's for sure. One of these settings is on. No? What's it doing? Why is it... Oh, I know what. It was aligned to surface. I also need to put the grid height on something else, because this is driving me nuts. Okay. And now we shove that in. It does need to stick out a bit further though. You switched the screens? What do you mean? I think the screens are fine. It automatically switches. If that's what you mean. Okay. Let's take this and then take the 1 meter double pitch of the... No, not the metal clad. This one. No. This one. Yes. Okay, need to be careful not to stick it where it doesn't belong, I guess. We'll cover that up with something else. I'm loving it. It's so good. It's so good. Alright, awesome. Yeah, what next then? Oh, do you see how that pole just kind of sticks? That's gonna be great. Alright, get rid of you. Get rid of all of you. All of the random roofs. Okay. What next? What next? What next? I'm not gonna add the... Or am I? Am I gonna care about the fact that it's that high up? What's it? It's Indonesia. This thing. Because this is like the perfect piece for it, you know? Unless we have an even better one, but... I feel like we might have to do this elsewhere, though. Because I feel like it's weird for it to be that high up. We're gonna use the cloth remove the... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the cloth elsewhere, like around here maybe, around this building or something. I'm gonna have to do it somewhere, but let's not do it there. I'm just gonna leave it on the ground. Yeah, I mean we want the Langurs to be able to climb up, so I guess the cloth is not a smart move per se. So, good, good, good. Yeah. I want to add some rubble. I want to add some grass on top of the building. Not that one. And, more importantly, I want to add some support things. Which I made a realization yesterday that the water wheel was pretty good for that. Oh, wrong. Water. Oh, that's way too thick. I don't know why I thought that was a good piece for it. Yeah, I also saw Langurs in the wild. They're so cool. Alright, I think we'll just use the Twilight. This one. Where did you see them? Like India? Or somewhere else? Alright, we're currently not in a group. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna put one over there. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, there... I originally planned this for Langurs, because back then this was still meant to be an India area. Now I've kind of shifted to it being a Nepal area, which makes them... They still live in Nepal, but in Nepal they don't really live in any of the cities, as far as I know. That's mainly in India. But yeah, in Nepal you do have the macaques living in cities, which would have been fine as well, except that the mod for the macaques just doesn't look that great in my opinion. So that's why I decided to stick with the Langurs. So because we pulled one plank off to the side, that kind of keeps the thing balanced, and we are able to move it without it, yeah, being. Oh, actually, it's not aligned. Huh. Well, I stand corrected. Thank you, Planet Zoo, for not making sense. Maybe something else isn't straight. I don't know. Nothing that can't be fixed. This maybe leads to how little primates I've seen out of zoos. I mean, depending where you live in the world, it's not that common to see a primate in general. Like for me, it's just the... not the rhesus macaque, right? No, yes, it is. Yeah. Just the rhesus macaque and the langur. Do you by any chance know if the birds in the Wildlands Vlinder Temple roam free? I don't recall seeing birds in the Vlinder Temple. Only in the tropical house proper. Hello, Beezy. I have to line this up better to the corner. Nice. Okay, wait, let's just get these. Yeah, I don't remember seeing birds there. Just lizards. Okay, something like that. No, yeah, I don't think those are in the Vlinder Temple. They're in Rimbula, indeed. Hello, Mushmallow. Alright. Not sure what we'll do with this side of the building. Probably not a lot. I was thinking that over here we have some space to make like a separation area. That's gonna be just literally a cage, which will be hidden by bamboo from all sides. Guessing you've started with mods now. Only animal mods. We've had animal mods in Keypark forever. We got the... Oh yeah, somebody asked me a long time ago already to show the flying birds, or show the bird mods. We got owls in this aviary. Go do a thing. Fly. Fly. Oh, there he goes. No. Will he do it? Will he do it? It doesn't look like it. Yes, we're in Keypark. Bixberg is done, remember? Alright. So... cool building. Cool building, cool building, cool building. We did the thing. I recognize the planning layout. Alright, I want to add some more temple bricks because And let me get back to my reference. We've got all the broken bricks lying in front of the building, and I want to get something like that. Let's see if we're able to do something like that at all. So basically we'll take this and we'll take this and we'll just have some kind of randomness to that. To just get basically a random pile of bricks. And let's do also some random rotate all to see if that if that does something good or bad. Or nothing at all. What? Oh, there we go. Okay, if I don't like the rotation, I'll just put it over there. Right, that's pretty good. Oh, I didn't group this up. Right. Then we'll add some rubble. Right, that's not recolorable. Oh, no, not random rotate at all. I always forget what the keyboard shortcut for that one is. It's been in the game for so long. No, I want temple, but then not the bricks, but this stuff. To get some... M? Really? The more you know. Oh, darn. Let's find out in 2 seconds. So right now it's... Okay. Right now it's off. Oh wait, no, that's random rotate. Okay, M. It's not doing it. I feel like there is a keyboard shortcut for it, but why doesn't it just tell you the keyboard shortcut here? That's like the basic thing. The weirdest habitat design I've seen, oh, I've seen so much weird shit, I can't even think of an example. Right, game. Is it game controls? Building edit mode, I guess? No, general shortcuts? Should be in here. M is move selection. Wait, why is M random rotate for you? That's weird, you're weird even. It doesn't have... It doesn't even have the other random rotate in here. Ugh. Undo's control. I mean, you have a weird keyboard. You have like Azerty or something. Track, edit, bear, edit, path, edit. Object placement. That seems like it makes sense. Okay, random rotation is semicolon. I know that much. Oh, there is just none. There's no option for random rotate all. That explains it then. Why? Why is there no option for it? Game. I really want this game to have more options. For instance, it still frustrates me that there's no option for whatchamacallit, toggle between relative and world rotation. Wait, my phone just did like a double buzz. Alright. I'm working from home tomorrow. Amazing. None of my team is coming to the office. There's a crisis at work. So during every one of our breaks, we always went to this one sandwich place. No, I did not press F11 this time. I unbound the shortcut in OBS, so that should not be happening again. During our breaks at work, whenever we're working from the office, we always go to this one sandwich shop, which has really great sandwiches. And over the holiday, like they were on holiday for the past few weeks, so that was already like, oh no, where are we gonna eat? We need to find a different place to eat for 3 weeks. Oh no, we're gonna have to eat at the cafeteria, which is way too overpriced. So, you know, crisis already. But now, holiday's over, the place is open again, and they've raised the prices. No! It sucks, really. I mean, technically it makes sense, because they basically they haven't changed prices in like 3 years. And they've basically, all they did is just adjust it for inflation. But it feels extreme, because it's like 16% more expensive. Like, it went from €6 to €7 for a sandwich. And now some people have already said like, oh, that's too expensive for me, I'm not gonna join anymore. And I'm like, no, that was like the biggest team building activity, was going out to get a sandwich together with the whole team every lunch. And now people are like quitting out, and I don't like it. I don't like change. This is worse than when people left like for a different job. This is worse than that. Alright, there we go. We got a pile of rubble. That actually looks really good. Well, I am really surprised at what we managed to do here today. I'm actually so happy with this. Holy crap. It's starting to dawn on me. Like, oh wow, I just built that today in just this stream. You should ask for a €1 raise. Yeah, we should get comped for our lunches. It looks so clean. Hello, I hope I'm not late today. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit more polishing, but we're probably gonna wrap it up soon, because it's getting late. I'm getting tired. I've actually all week I've been kind of dealing with like I don't know if it's like an infection or just irritation in my left eye, which actually is something it actually is something that also happens whenever it's time for me to get a haircut. So I guess maybe that was just another sign of that. Yeah, I guess that was just another sign that I needed to get a haircut. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with pretty much all week already. And looking at screens, I feel like it makes it worse. Like it irritates the eyes even more or something. Good to see Keypark. Yeah, it's good to be in Keypark. It's always good to be in Keypark. Keypark feels like a release after the chaos of Beeksbergen. What was so chaotic about Beeksbergen? Keypark is chaotic. Are you seeing this shit? Are you seeing all the crap that's lying around the zoo? Are you seeing the South America area that I'm going to completely remove for like the 5th time and redo? Which is why we're not working on that today. Keypark is the biggest mess. But it's a beautiful mess, and it's all coming together. Show them a bit. Are you seeing the flying thing? Which was the good old memories. This was the first stream we did of Keypark, believe it or not. And now it's floating. Floating to be removed at some point in the future. Good stuff. Good stuff. We love Keypark. Keypark special. Alright. Ascending to the heavens. Oh god. I had not considered that symbolism. Alright, so there's a couple things we could do. We can try the... let's get rid of this bush, it's bothering me. I'm bothered by the bush. We can try the construction frame. Because I'm actually not sure how I want to do it. Because we need something climb. We're in the nature tab again. I keep making this mistake. Climbable. But thin. And I'm thinking their only option is gonna be the ropes. And we're gonna have to somehow disguise this is a curved rope. I don't want a curved rope. I wanna see if we can make the climbing frame, like, I don't know if they will use this. So that's what I'm wondering, basically. So let's go out like this far. Because then I can, like, if this works, then we can hide it. Because I think this is better / thinner than the thin climbing frames. Not by a lot, actually. I think it would be better to just use the thin climbing frames, to be honest. And let's hope that they are able to use those. Now, I don't want to go all the way out, I don't think. Mainly because I want to make... Probably want to make like a balcony over here. So I don't want to obscure that. So let's do just this part of the building. Bye everyone. See you, Gabriel. Have you seen these animals in real life? Yes, I've said several times this stream already that I've seen them in the wild in Nepal. I've also seen them at the Zoo of Hanover, at the Zoo of Kathmandu, at these, where else? A bunch of places. Apelhill? In Apelhill they're actually in a walkthrough enclosure. Which is even cooler. Don't worry about it. Honestly, it just gives me more to talk about, even if I'm repeating myself. Okay, this should be... How does it actually connect to the wall? Does it go like into the bricks? That's wacky. I'm gonna put it like over there, as if it goes into the slit of the trim. And we'll just say that that makes sense. And here, obviously, it goes like around the back of the building. By the way, Nepal and India are areas in the world where you have big mud flows. You always make the plaza abandoned by people and still have some terrain and not just pavement. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. I want to have patches of stone, but I want to have it mostly be like bits of grass and mud. But thank you for offering a justification for that decision. It would be the reason why people are working on the plaza. They're trying to repair the damages. Yeah, ooh, that would be cool. Actually, let me look up. I wonder if somehow that can be related to... I need to read up. It's been like a year since or even longer since I've like come up with this area. So I did a bunch of research on Hanuman the god, but I kind of forgot all of it. So maybe, I hope that somehow that might tie into that. That would be fun. Yes, that's funny that you should mention that. I just showed this at you. Right, we can have additional thing. Let's also have some additional ones like these. Yeah, the grass on the roof was just something that I noticed and loved visiting Bhaktapur in Nepal. And the moment I saw it there, I was like, yep, that's something that's gonna go into Keypark. You could give the Langur some enrichment by making a whole-ass flood once in a while. I'm not sure if doing that on top of a Komodo, like, there's a whole, like, basement to this exhibit, basically. So, which is also why we're not going to be able to have, like, trees and stuff in here. So, I don't think that type of enrichment would really work. The realistic monsoon season simulator. Oh my god. Oh wait, we're in the wrong tab again. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to use this. this would be a cool texture for this. The commodes have arrangement as well. Yeah. But who will pay for all the water damage? Will the Langurs do that? Should be a screening of the movie The Monkey Man. Yeah, sorry, I'm being dismissive of all your ideas. I shouldn't do that. Wait. 1, 2. That works really well. Now, of course, we're going to need to add some rope coils so we can get some these. I think these should be the right size. Oh, they're perfect. Perfect. I'll just add that here. Oh. Huh? What the hell? Oh, why don't they... Wait. Ah, there we go. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Except, yeah, we need to go... I'm gonna have to go past each... Oh, why doesn't it click? I click! Roof of the building is twilight. Yeah. Should have done this before copying all the logs. Are there any canids in Keypark? I'm planning to maybe add the bush dog if I can find space for them. Other than that, I don't think so. Where did you get the bricks on the floor from? They are just the same temple brick pieces and then some rubble from the South America pack. Probably other pieces you can use to get a similar look though. Oh really? Is that the last spec that did the video reveals? I had no clue. It's been too long. Okay, wait, before I do this... I want to flip these. Oh, not the last one, I guess. Oh. Because... Oh, really? Why is the game putting the thing at the weird spot? Okay, so by flipping them like this, they should remain relatively in the same spot. But now you can see we have the more rounded side facing the visitors, which is just a very minor detail, but matters to me. The animal in this enclosure, yeah, the Hanuman Langur is a mod. It's made by Monsoon, who's one of the better modders out there in my opinion. Everything they make is just phenomenal. Actually, I should get in touch with them for Keypark. They've already made a bunch of mods. Like, I've already commissioned them before. But I want them... Or, yeah, maybe I could ask... No, I think Monsoon is the better person to ask. I want someone to make a Satyr Tragopan, which is one of the birds that live in Red Panda habitat. I think I think Monsoon would do a great job at those. I could also ask Cake, but I don't know. I feel like Monsoon would be better. Alright. Now the moment of truth. Will they actually be able to climb it? So let's have a look here. So the traversable area. Now preferably, of course, they are actually able to get... Oh, they are! Nice! Yeah, exactly. Cake is great with the flying birds, but I think for something that's basically peacock adjacent, Monsoon would be pretty great. Somebody just corrected me via Discord. Oh right, you don't have a YouTube account yet, so you can't chat. Yeah, I completely forgot that we have foxes in the zoo. So that's another canid right there. And I'm kind of half planning on adding the Arctic fox as well. So that's another one. Yeah, Good Boy is also amazing, of course, especially with the remasters. But to be fair, we appreciate all the modders. Anyone who adds new stuff to the game for us to play around with is a goat. Now we just need to find a way to get them up here. Have you named the Langurs? Not yet. I just threw in some Langurs yesterday. Alright, let's see him climb down. I keep thinking I'm in build mode and like seeing the grid, but that's just the pieces of string that we have here. Alright. Oh, look at him. He's taking a very interesting route, but that's cool. I like that. It's not too broken. Has Nick made anything besides... Nick does stuff behind the scenes. He just doesn't really... He's just not that public with it. But I think he is involved in things. From what I'm aware. What's the Langur based on? Let me check. About this mod. It doesn't list it. Oh wait, no it does. Sorry. Proboscis monkey. Proboscis. I don't know if we'll be able to put anything. I mean, there's the marker, but that one's gonna stick because we have such a thin floor, right? We can't hide anything. So I'm wondering. I highly doubt that will be accessible. Partially accessible. Huh. That's a surprise, honestly. The only thing is, I don't know if the keeper's gonna be able to add food to that, but let's see what happens. I'm not sure if a keeper is currently working on this. I could hear a keeper just now, but... apparently they aren't hungry. No. Okay, he's not gonna make food. Keeper in the ground? Yeah, just ignore that. We need to give him a proper place to put the habitat gate. Like, it depends on how I end up. I'm not gonna make any decisions on that yet. Like, the backstage. It depends on how I end up doing the backstage. Because, oh wait, did I move something? Huh, that's weird. Oh, I guess this was grouped up with the roof. And it got broken that way. Or something, I don't know. Wait, I actually don't want it like that. But anyway, I'm thinking of making a door here for keepers, which would be a pretty logical place for it to be, I think. But it depends on how I want to do the rest of the backstage, basically. But I think that, I think as far as keeper entrance is concerned, that's not the most illogical spot. Because what we'll be able to do as well is, if we're going to have a separation cage over here, we'll just be able to have like the monkeys passing over. And then the actual backstage cages can be here. But yeah. Oh yeah, we're definitely not finishing today. I'm just kind of finishing this facade. I'll probably quit at 10, so we have 10 more minutes. And then I'll get ready for work tomorrow. I mean, I say that we're gonna keep building, but I'm at this point where I'm kind of just... I kind of just want to admire what we've built. Like, I'm really proud of it. Let's see, can we... We should... do this. Yeah, I didn't expect this, to be honest. I didn't expect we'd be able to pull something like this off. It's so much better than what I had already. So I might want to make some adjustments to those. Although I still quite like this building. It just needs... It needs something. It needs a little something to stand out. Or, yeah, fit in more. I'm gonna need more habitat objects. Yeah, I want to know if this spike tree thing would work. I don't know if the keeper is able to... Like, it says... It doesn't say that it's not gonna work. That Langur has the zoomies. He's just going in circles. Yeah, they will get more stuff. They will get more climbing frames and things. Like, especially with the telephone poles. I also want to make some telephone poles that... yeah, that will be... Oh, they're coming with food. Okay, let's see what happens. Will they miraculously put food in here? They're currently just putting it on the floor, so it's not a great sign, but... I think the older building, not much has to be changed. Yeah, I did change the shape of it yesterday, because it used to have a really awkward angle. They did not put food in the spike tree. Which was to be expected, to be honest. Yeah, it used to have a really awkward shape, and now I just made it a rectangle, which is more boring, but it just makes more sense. The shape that this building was, it had like one angled wall, and it would have been impossible to give it a roof, basically, which was the main reason I changed it. Here, maybe you can put the mirror piece up there, probably. I just want to hide it. Let's see if I can figure that out. Wait, is that what someone meant earlier when they were talking about mirror thing? Alright, let's see if we can put it upside down and basically hide all the mirrors. Oh god. Right, we have one stick sticking out. But I think if this is accessible, it would be great. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's accessible! Alright, let's see if they want to use that. These guys seem interested. What are you gonna do? Oh, they're going up. They're going up. I don't know what they're gonna be doing up here, though. Like, what will these interactions look like? Oh, they're taking some interesting pathing. Okay, we might want to change the location of that beam in particular. But okay, what are you gonna do? I guess the animation's a little broken. But I mean, it got them up here. That's good. I need to move. Yeah, I need to move this so that they don't clip through the wall. So this needs to be like over there. God, they're so loud. You can also disable that beam. Oh, that's a better idea. Totally didn't forget that was a feature. Oh, you have to do it one by one. Alright. Let's see. Somebody go up here, please. Actually, can you still do it? That's a good question to start. They can still get up there. Okay. Let's see how they do it now. In a very Planet Zoo way. That's the answer. Just doing a little loop-de-loop, I guess. That's the only way you can get up there. And then they just look at it. They're like, oh, these vines. Yeah, so they don't actually like do the animation of interacting with it, I guess. But that's fine. Oh. It's so weird, the way that they go from exactly where they would need to be to climb down to like over there and then there and then there. But whatever. They're climbing. Which looks really, really cool. Okay, let's look from down here. Oh, this is gonna be... If we can keep this up, right? If we can keep it up, the same level of detail, this is gonna look so cool. Like, this particular viewpoint especially is just gonna be really awesome, I think. Like, especially if you're gonna have all the Langurs jumping around like that. I do think I want to change these windows though. Like, it kind of sucks having to look through them. I already got rid of the bars at the bottom to help with it, but it's still too narrow, I think. Even if this was a real life setting. Like, I'm all for the immersion of it, but it's too much. It ruins the enjoyment of it. But man, I'm excited about this. All right. Anyway, I guess the last 10 minutes of the stream was getting the climbing frame to be used. So we didn't do nothing. I didn't only admire my own work. We also got something done. But that is where we're going to leave it today. Really happy with what we managed to do. I'm really excited to see where this habitat keeps going. So we'll probably be that was a tongue twister right there. I think we'll be live again next week. Yeah, I don't have any plans by the look of it. I do need to pack my bags, I think. Yeah, I can do that. No, I should pack my bags that evening, but I'll probably have that done already. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend already. Need to figure out what I actually need to bring anyway. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you had a good time. I sure did. And I'll see you again next week where we'll be continuing this build. And maybe, if I feel like it, I'll also do some stuff off screen as well to get the progress rolling. So, see you next week. And bye-bye. And remember, 10th of September, Red Panda stream. For everyone who didn't catch the announcement at the start of the stream, we'll be doing on the 10th of September, we'll be live in Keypark working on the Red Panda habitat and raising some money for International Red Panda Day 2025. So, hope to see you then as well, but that's 2 weeks from now. So, alright, catch you all later. Bye-bye.